Hi guys, this one is just a quick one. It's not a continuation of the sound decoder fitting yet. I'm just waiting for the replacement speaker to arrive. But what this is yesterday evening I had a bit of a disaster. My 33 here had got all its plates and transfers on, and I was going to give it a nice gloss coat of varnish prior to weathering. But I did have a disaster with that. Before I put the transfers on, I had applied a coat of this Humbrol Clear Coat Gloss Varnish, and it's sort of ready mixed or something, but it was quite thin, and when I sprayed it on, it went on quite blotchy. So what I did this time, just to thin it down, because it's water based and water takes time to evaporate, I put in Windex, which is what I've used for acrylic paints, which is a water based paint, and it worked lovely. The Windex evaporates off a lot quicker than the water does, so it has less time to sag or run or whatever. But what happened to this, it went white. Big white spots all over it. I had also sprayed it on my coach, but I don't know if you can see, all the detail here has now gone a white colour instead of being the brown, and the highlights that I'd put on it, which I was just ready for varnish, this whiteness occurred. But this is just a little fine white. I washed it off the body shell off this, but I couldn't wash it off the body shell of the Crompton, and we are talking great big watermark spots all over the whole thing. So what I had to do was attack it with cotton buds and enamel thinners and scrub the paintwork. I couldn't get everything off. There are still traces of white in the window frames and in a few little places, but I had to weather it slightly heavier than I wanted to on the roof, and around on the body side. I had to repaint in some of the black on the doors, scrubbing it off of everything, the transfers, it was on everything. So I have recovered it the best I can. It's slightly dirtier than I intended originally, but you can still see traces of the white in places around the windows. But it is how it is, and I've sort of rescued it enough that I could combine it together to use it as part of the weathering effect. It was going to be a lot cleaner than this. It was just going to be a slightly dirty Crompton, but now it's had to go a lot dirtier than it would have been, just to hide the white bits. So, as a note for everybody out there, if you are using this, do not thin it with Windex. If you have to, I suppose more water, but yeah, obviously drying time becomes an issue, and running and sagging becomes an issue. So bear that in mind. Don't Windex it. So I shall catch up with you later. Bye. And just to finish off, a few photographs of the body shell where you can see clearer the weathering effect that I've had to achieve to try and hide the whiting effect of the varnish. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time for more updates to Hither Green TMD and my Heljan O sound fitting. See you.